Once upon a time there were 3 bears who lived together in their own little house in the wood. There was a great big father bear, a middle-sized mother bear, and a little baby bear. They each had a special bowl for porridge, a special chair for sitting in, and a special bed to sleep in. One morning the mother bear made their porridge for breakfast and poured it out into the great big bowl, the middle-sized bowl, and the little baby bowl. But it was so hot the bears decided to go for a walk while it cooled. Now a little girl named Goldilocks was walking in the woods that morning, and she came across the bear's house. She knocked on the door, and when there was no reply, she crept slowly in.
"Oh, oh!"
she cried when she saw the bowls of porridge.
"I'm so hungry, I must have just 1 spoonful."
First she went to the great big bowl and took a taste.
"Too hot,"
she said. Then she went to the middle-sized bowl and tried that porridge.
"Too cold,"
she said. Last she went to the little baby bowl.
"Oh, oh, just right,"
she cried, and she ate it all up, every bit. Then Goldilocks saw the great big chair and climbed into it.
"Too big,"
she said, and climbed down quickly. Next she went to the middle-sized chair and sat down.
"Too hard,"
she said. Then she went quickly to the little baby chair.
"It just fits,"
she said happily. But really the chair was too small for her, and crack! It broke, and down she tumbled. Then she went into the next room where she saw 3 neat beds. First she climbed into the great big bed, but it was too high. Next she climbed into the middle-sized bed, but it was too low. Then she saw the little baby bed.
"Oh, oh!"
she cried.
"This is just right."
She got in, pulled up the covers, and went fast asleep. Before long, the 3 bears came home for their breakfast. First, the great big bear went to eat his porridge. He took one look and said in his great rough voice, "Somebody's been eating my porridge." Then the middle-sized bear looked into her bowl and said in her middle-sized voice,
"And somebody's been eating my porridge, too."
Finally, the little baby bear went to his bowl.
"Oh, oh!"
he cried in his little baby voice.
"Somebody's been eating my porridge and has eaten it all up."
After that, all 3 bears wanted to sit down. The great big bear went to his great big chair and saw that the cushion had been squashed down. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair!" he cried in his great big voice. Then the middle-sized mother bear went to her middle-sized chair and found her cushion on the floor.
"Somebody's been sitting in my chair,"
she said in her middle-sized voice. Then the little baby bear hurried to his chair.
"Oh, oh!"
he cried in his little baby voice.
"Somebody's been sitting in my chair and broken it all to bits."
The 3 bears, feeling very sad, went into the bedroom. First, the great big bear looked at his bed. "Somebody's been lying in my bed," he said in his great big voice. Then the middle-sized bear saw her bed all rumpled up, and she cried in her middle-sized voice,
"Oh dear, somebody's been lying in my bed."
By this time the little baby bear had gone to his little baby bed, and he cried,
"Somebody's been lying in my bed, and she's still here."
This time his little baby voice was so high and squeaky that Goldilocks woke up with a start and sat up. There on one side of the bed were the 3 bears, all looking down at her. Now Goldilocks did not know that these were kind bears, and she was very frightened. She screamed, jumped out of bed, ran to the open window, and quickly climbed out. Then she ran home to her mother as fast as she possibly could. As for the bears, they put things to rights, and since Goldilocks never came again, they lived happily ever after.